it's time to bring up the health and wellness panel. And the reason why I wanted to talk a little bit about journals is because I think that writing your feelings, your dreams, what have you, really is a beautiful thing to do for some inner work, right? And when I think about health and wellness, I think about things that make me feel better. I think about my life getting better. I think about betterment. And we have, when I say an expert panel for health and wellness, we have an expert panel for health and wellness. We have women that are very dedicated in different arenas about the betterment of your life. And so I am just going to call your name. Please just put your hand up or put an emoji just to let people know who you are. We are going to go around and do a beautiful round robin, but I want to personally welcome and thank. We have Eva, the true holistic healer. So just wave your hand. Catherine is a leadership and change strategist. We have Olga, the female leader integration expert. Hello, hello. Lene, nutrition and wellness consult. We have Olivia, board certified lifestyle medicine practitioner. And we have Carol Patrizzi, a supporter of the surrender movement. So when you hear all of that, is that not amazing? I can't wait. So let's get into it. Let's have an expert panel and enjoy this panel. Okay, so I am going to go around the room. I will mention your name. Please introduce yourself. Health and wellness is a really vast topic. So please introduce yourself, share with us what is your focus and what made you decide to focus on that either in your business or decide to focus on that today. So let's start with you, Eva.
Yeah, so glad to be here. This is wonderful. I'm Eva Venari, the true holistic healer, located and I hail from Los Angeles on most days. My focus is providing personalized, optimal, and holistic health without prescriptions, without fads, or chasing symptoms for relief. And the why I do that, one, we've mentioned it earlier today, is if we're not living in our purpose, we're probably failing at whatever else we're trying. And so for me, I got that spiritual tap on the shoulder that after I healed my own 30 plus chronic illnesses, it was my ex-husband who passed away of a heart attack at the age of 45 on 17 medications that everybody needs to know they have options over prescription drugs. And that's why I'm here.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing. We're happy that you're here with us. And Catherine.
Well, I'm Catherine Rocheleau. My company's Ignite Leadership International, and I am in Victoria, British Columbia in Canada. And you probably are thinking, what does leadership and change have to do with taking care of yourself? Well, if you don't take care of yourself, no one else will. So it's up to you to get there. And the reason I do that is I've experienced bad bosses. I have recognized what it takes and I've paid the price, unfortunately. And it's something that I don't want my clients to have to deal with on their own because I know there is a solution at the end.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I mean, just thank you so much for the transparency, ladies, of like where this has come from, where this has come from. It's incredible. And Olga, I see you here. Hello, girlfriend.
Hello, ladies. My name is Olga Alexeyeva, and I'm known as a Queen of Spark because I teach accomplished women how to integrate success and love, accomplishment and intimacy, and bring their spark back. And my focus in health and wellness, it's the hidden cost of success for women. We are very strong, capable, responsible. You lead teams and companies, households, but inside, many of you feel tired, disconnected, and slowly losing your spark. And it's going to premature aging, relationships might begin to suffer. I know that personally because I came to America from Russia, built 2 art galleries in Nashville, and spent years living in constant achievement mode. And the body begins to pay the price. But the good news, I have a solution, the way how to change it.
Wow. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And Lene,
Good morning, good afternoon for some of you, morning to others, night at some others. I'm Lene with Healthy Living with Lene. I'm so happy to be on the panel today. I'm super passionate about the space, as Deb knows. So what I want to really bring today is with respect to proactive health in midlife. This is a super passionate space of mine. It really is profound from a personal experience of mine. I've had 12 surgeries and almost passed away in 2018.
Hmm.
I come from a law enforcement background, and I know how pivotal it is to be proactive in your healthcare. Up to 80% of chronic disease is preventable through our lifestyle and our nutrition. And in midlife, it is a great time to really check in at where we're at because of the metabolic issues we're going to look at and things like that. So, proactive midlife, and I work with individuals and corporations to really bring empowerment back to women around the midlife stages. Super excited to be here, Deb. Thank you.
no worries. Thank you so much for being here, hon. And Olivia,
Hi, Deb. Hi, everyone. So I help people with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and type 2 diabetes transform their health using science-backed lifestyle changes. And that's so that they can take back control, feel better, and live well. And I focus on helping people understand that their genes are not their destiny, and that science shows that up to 95% of chronic conditions are driven by our daily lifestyle habits and the environment we live in. And when people realize this, they stop feeling powerless and they start realizing how much control they have over their own health. And I focus on helping people see their symptoms differently. So, symptoms are not these random annoyances that we need to cover up with a quick fix. They're actually signals that our body is struggling to cope. They're a call to action. And if we pay attention to those and we start looking, investigating and addressing the root cause behind them, then our bodies have this incredible ability to heal. And I help people get clear on, what they need to do that's truly going to move the needle, and move them from illness to wellness and create a personal plan that'll help work for them and their lives. So it's really about cutting through the confusion and giving people an awareness, knowledge, and the confidence they need to take action.
thank you so much. I love that. Your genes are not your destiny. Are you starting to hear a theme, right? About change is possible and people coming from their own place of wanting to help and heal others. I think it's incredible. And Miss Carol, hello.
Hello, Deb. Hello, all of you. Thank you so much. Love hearing from each of you. I wear many hats, literally and figuratively, and I want to focus today on mindset. Mindset is not everything, but everything, including of our mental and physical and spiritual health, begins with mindset. And I'm here to focus on this because literally our mindset, and I will tell you, if you're not sure how your mindset is going, listen to your words because I can promise you, if you're saying, oh goodness, I hope such and such does not happen in any place in your life, you are focusing and you are going, there is fear about what could happen rather than what's the difference here? I certainly hope that I become well before so and so. Oh, goodness, that's really going to help me get better. That is a mindset that's going to speak to your subconscious mind that is running the show 95% of the time. And it is not blind. Excuse me, it is blind, but it is not deaf. So you need to be extremely careful with your words and listen to how you react to people. Oh my goodness, that's blank. Or, oh goodness, we need to help do something better. So I am here because professionally, personally, in all of our relationships, and most importantly, the relationship we have with ourselves, all begins with mindset. So we're here to talk about the reason that matters in every area of our lives.
What a panel. what a powerhouse panel. Could you imagine? Could you imagine be sitting at a table? You know, when they say, like, what are the rooms that you're in and what are the tables that you're sitting at? Imagine sitting with all of them and going, oh, I just love to have a conversation. Could you imagine the love? Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm going to go in that same, I'm going to ask the women in the same, formula here in the same way. I want to know, because we don't have, all the time that we want to hear everything that you can say, which is why women need to tap into your gifts and make times to see you. But what is really important for you to share with us about what you do? I'm sure there's something that's like really important that you want to drive home. And what is your number one must tell that you want to leave with us today? Whether it's something that you want us to do, whether it's an action that you want us to take, whether it's something you want us to observe, or there's something that you really want us to stop and listen that you're going to share with us. So please, what's really important for you to share with us? And then what is that must tell that if we didn't see you again till next week when we booked in your calendar, you want us to take action on? So Eva, I'm going to go back to you.
Yeah, I put in the chat while Carol was speaking, hope plus guessing equals a hot mess. And it really, really does. Look, anyone can find the tactical ways to guess what your body needs, but I'm sharing the only thing that made a difference for me. It saved my life and it was having the right guidance. It was having informed information, informed recommendations based on science. And this is where I went. I'm a logical thinker. I'm an analytical person. And it takes more than blood. If you test your blood, why aren't you testing other things? And in my case, it's the hair. So hair tells you all of the story about your metabolic body. How well is it processing? We're not a set it and forget it rotisserie machine. Nope, sorry. We change over time. And so we still being exposed. We're on this toxic earth all the time. And I do mean the environment. It's just full of all kinds of things. And it's getting worse and worse with EMFs. And what is the new one now for cell towers? Number 6. Oh my God. What is that doing to us? We don't even know. So we need to overcome those constantly. We're building a foundation for this next stage of life. On top of that, as women, we're going through this wonderful life change I call wise woman era. We need to keep up with that. It's a metamorphosis, and those changes must be addressed with different lifestyle choices. Yes, with ideal supplementation, and no pharmaceutical or biological hormone can sustain it. So find out what you need, give your body what it needs, and it can heal itself.
Wow, that's powerful, and it can heal itself. Don't worry, I just had a text about how do we reach these women. They're going to put everything in the chat at the end. They have a gift for all of you. So Catherine, and what about yourself? What's really important for you to share with us, and what do we need to know, hun?
Well, I think that what's really, really important is you are your own leader. So whether you're running your own business, whether you're running a family, whether you are operating as a leader within an organization, it doesn't matter. When you take on that leadership role, then you need to think about what is your impact that you are making? Why are you doing what you do? Because that's your purpose. And when you anchor into your purpose, you align with your values, you align with your key skills, you align with everything that matters. And one of the things that often gets left out in a lot of people's sort of plan is, how do I take care of myself and my own well-being? And how can I build that culture around me so that everybody else values it too? And it's interesting to see how you can move people towards the direction that you're moving just by opening up that dialogue, by putting people first. And when we put people first, we can keep our standards, we can keep all the things that we're looking to achieve. But at the same time, what we're doing is creating value. We're creating that understanding. People can be seen, heard, understood, and valued for what they bring to the table. So it doesn't matter what role you're in, that when you can see each person on your team as a person first, and then what they bring along gets there, your metrics that you're trying to achieve, whether that's at business, your financial metrics, it could be performance metrics, those things will follow when you put people first. And ultimately, that means you need to put yourself first. You need to set those boundaries. You need to be you. And that means you're not perfect. You've got to be authentic. You've got to be connected. And most importantly, you can't do this alone. You have to build that connection with others who are traveling the same journey, or working with somebody like myself as a coach, where I can help you catalyze that value and that environment so that you achieve the goals and the success that you're aiming to achieve. You know what? It really is something that makes a difference. You don't do it alone. You do it and you make a difference. So people, performance, and purpose all come into play.
Wow, thank you very much. And Olga, where are you, my friend?
I am here. So
how do we stay sparky?
Sparky, Queen of Spark, Queen of Spark. What's happened that many women are trying to solve emotional exhaustion with medical solution, and they go to doctor for fatigue, anxiety, sleep problem, hormone imbalance. But very often the deeper issue is a chronic over functioning. Women have been trained to be strong, but they never been trained how to restore themselves. And so in my work, I use creative expression, emotional reset practices, and mindset shift to help women reconnect with their vitality. And if I could leave something for you ladies, that I actually lived through that myself. When life starts to feel gray, when your energy drops and success feels heavy, it's not a sign that something wrong with you. It's the sign that something inside you is craving connection with yourself and with your energy. And that's what brings me to my gift to all of you. I created the Spark experience. It's a 45 minutes interactive session on Zoom, designed to help you to release pressure, restore your natural energy, and reconnect with your spark. And it's free for everyone today. Just go to getsparktoday.com and join us. There's a few dates to choose from. Getsparktoday.com. My information in the chat. But that might be the best hour that changed your life, because we as a women, we're not born to survive. We are born to glow.
All right, you heard it there. Oh my goodness. And Lene, thanks, Lene. And the question again is, what's really important for you to share about what it is that you do, and what is your number one must tell that you want to leave us with today?
Thank you. I think what's really, really pivotal that I want everyone to walk away with is really do a self check-in on where you're at health-wise. And it's really sitting down and listening and being honest with yourself. And it's really crucial with respect to get curious. And I've heard that a lot. Be curious, be your own advocate. What is maybe holding you back, whether it's the messaging, anything that's going on with yourself that's holding you back? Set some goals for yourself long term, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Look far out. Where do I want to be at 70, 80, and 90? Give yourself that extension and really look at, am I setting myself up for the life that I want? Because it's crucial. And the key takeaway here is what you do today will absolutely impact your life in 10 years, 15 years, and 20 years. And it is profound. It doesn't need to be perfection, but it needs to be consistently showing up for yourself every day with nutrition and lifestyle habits so that you can have the best life possible for years to come.
Oh my goodness. I love that. You know what? I hear is something that I've said many times, is that this is the most important piece of real estate that you have. So invest in this real estate. And oh my goodness, Olivia, what is yours? What is really important for you to share? And what's our takeaway? What's your must tell? What do we got to do?
Yeah. So the most important thing I want people to understand is that our daily habits matter. What we eat, how we move, how stressed we are, how much sleep we get, how the toxins that we're exposed to, and our emotional well-being and social connection. All of these have far greater influence on our long-term health than anything you're going to find in the pharmacy. And that it's not a one and done situation. You know, wellness is not a quick fix. It's a lifelong journey that we choose every day. So to create real change, you know, we got to build a new healthy normal, one that's going to be supporting our biology instead of working against it. And here's the amazing part. It's not one set of changes for blood pressure and another for diabetes or cholesterol. The same core lifestyle shifts, all of them are tackling all these different diseases because they're addressing the underlying biological processes that drive disease, like inflammation, hormone imbalance, and oxidative stress. And so the number one message that I want people to hear is that good health starts with good food. You know, right now, most of us are eating the standard Western diet, which is calorie dense, it's nutrient poor, it's full of ultra processed, man-made food that are designed to sit on a supermarket shelf, keep us coming back for more, not to support our health. We're not getting enough fiber or the essential nutrients that we need to function properly, and that is having real consequences. It's feeding the wrong bacteria in our gut, it's contributing to leaky gut, it's affecting our brain health, and it's driving body-wide inflammation. So one simple but really powerful step that people can take is just to start eating more whole plant food. Plants are naturally rich in fiber and phytonutrients, which feed our good gut bacteria. And these bugs actually, you know, they're producing things that lower inflammation, they repair the gut lining, they're supporting our immune function, protecting us against cancer, stabilizing our blood sugar, and supporting brain health. And it doesn't have to be complicated. We're talking a handful of berries, adding to your breakfast, swapping one meat-based dinner for a bean-based one, throwing extra vegetables and herbs into whatever you're already cooking, you know, choosing some nuts and fruit instead of processed snacks. So these simple, easy additions, you know, and they stack up over time to make a real difference to your health.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Wow. You ladies are going to be busy. You ladies are going to be busy. All right. And Carol.
Okay, first of all, I love all this so very much.
Mm-hmm.
However, we have to be willing to do those things.
Yes.
And that comes again with our mindset. And I'm going to read something to you ladies. What do I do on a daily basis? I literally help people to realize or grow their God-given gifts. You are all here sharing your God-given gifts and the way to grow those. And I do, Deb knows, it's important that I say I share this with complete respect and love of all faiths that are of love and light. My faith is Father, Son, Holy Spirit. And I want to read you all something. And Pema Chadron is the author. What you do for yourself, any gesture of kindness, any gesture of gentleness, any gesture of honesty and clear seeing toward yourself will affect how you experience your world. In fact, it will transform how you experience the world. What you do for yourself, you are doing for others. All these people y'all are trying to help, that we're all trying to help. And what we do for others, we're doing for ourselves because it's such a gift to work and share and educate and connect with others. So, what I want you to know, I wear many hats, as we know. CarolPatrizi.com. I have many areas of my life that exist. You're invited to any and all of them. And I want to leave you with this today. I am so focused on helping others right now to surrender this mindset and these words and what we tell ourselves, literally, not surrender to those things that are not serving us, surrender them. Tap into the power of the God that loves you. You matter, your story matters, Let's get brave, exactly what Deb has said. Let's get brave and let's share to connect and help one another. But it begins with mindset. So I am asking you, be aware of the words you are using. Number one, just listen. Don't let's all stop. I mean, I'm 110, so I don't even love hearing myself talk. But when I do, I'm trying to listen to myself so that I really know if I am sharing something from a mindset that's going to help someone. So I'm leaving you with this. Practice surrendering the words and your thoughts that are not healing you and literally say, Dear God, please help me with this. Yeah, asking for help, it's a big deal. But how about asking God? He wants to help us. So that's what I'm going to leave you with.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay. So are we starting to feel full? And here's the beautiful thing. I think when we think about empowering others, it's giving them resources. And that's exactly what just happened. Insight and resources from a multitude of experts that I want you to lean into.